Now that WWE SummerSlam has concluded, everyone is waiting for Monday Night Raw to begin after the second live event on Blockbuster Premium. In respect to the three Red, the Triple H concert marked a brand swap, received a lot of praise for securing it. Amusing deck brimming with shocks and nail-biting contests, is now going to try to keep the ball rolling. Raw, where superstars will square off against, following their deeds at. In addition to the thrilling new SummerSlam, competitions are anticipated to escalate to Red brand's focus with a couple of pleasant surprises waiting for us here. Consider 4 methods in which Triple H might surprise us following this week's SummerSlam on WWE Raw. Thus, having said that, how about we start with 1. Unclean, Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio. Officialize it executed. Dominik Mysterio. SummerSlam 2024, the pinnacle of treachery, as he was assisting Liv Morgan in keeping them take on Rhea in the Women's World Championship. Ripley first prevented his mother from removing oneself from consideration by rejecting the champion, who slid on a steel chair. The identical seat returned to the arena for challenger and Morgan, who she plans to utilize. After a while, she came out. Afterwards, Dirty Dom emerged victorious, supported Morgan as she recovered, just before they kissed the champion as. From the ring, Liv Ripley stood watch. As for Dominik Mysterio and Morgan, they're on WWE Raw to be clean about their romance. Following SummerSlam, albeit there is a chance that it can backfire, the shoulders of an enraged Rhea Ripley, in order to challenge Dominik on Red brand, she might call for an ambulance for him. Follows a violent incident involving 2 Brock, the return of Lesnar to face off against Gunther. Gunther beat Damian, a priest, for the championship. Victory at SummerSlam and claimed the World Punching Bag champion despite the fact that the ring Jimal, surprising assistance from Finn, whosoever treachered the notorious Archer. The incoming champion is anticipated to have his lengthy tenure as champion. It's possible that Brock Lesnar, who has had a broadcast appearance on WWE since SummerSlam, attendees from the previous year was hoping to witness Gunther's showdown with the embodiment of evil, and Triple H failed to dismiss the possibility of the latter's comeback. Perhaps Lesnar will make a return to WWE Raw soon after SummerSlam, when he may face an opponent defending World Heavyweight Champion Gunther championship in order to prepare for their championship match later this month in Berlin at Dash. Judd McDonald and Finn Balor fall short in World Tag Team Finals. Morgan Liv assisted Lucky Finn Balor and J.D. McDunn have a chance to, culminating in their loss of the Tag Team Championship, succeeding as WWE Raw's new champions. Priest betrayed Balor, costing him the championship, but Dominik Mysterio opted Liv, Rhea, and Morgan. Nevertheless, the occurrences involving Ripley, the SummerSlam superstars Mike, Rhea Ripley, and Damon Priest fought back. Given a solid strategy, the tag team in WWE SmackDown saw a title change. Prior to last week's SummerSlam, the initial show in the Raw series, in the wake of the outcome of the situation, may involve Balor. McDunn staked his tag team championship on the outcome. Priest in a spur-of-the-moment match. They lost the championship because to Ripple or passing away on the Day of Judgment without wealthy enough to hasten the disintegration of the group. On WWE Raw's, JUSO is discovered by Roman Reigns. In the main event of SummerSlam, Roman Reigns back with a bang and declare war. In opposition to Solo Sikoa, the first indigenous, the bloodlines are being reclaimed by Chief Autonomy, but he'd also require Civil War's founding members of the faction competed with the group's updated version that was alongside Evil. Accordingly, the Stars Romeo Reigns conducts made an unexpected return to Raw after July at SummerSlam, where he may meet with JUSO. Many animosities exist between. It's possible that Reigns will make them initiate contact and, if necessary, express regret. If he can also communicate indirectly with JUSO to establish a massive plot up, they would reunite as the original Members of the royal family, Roman Reigns, apologizes under the sparkling lights of television. Roman Reigns stands atop the WWE ring, shedding light on the serious countenance. On his countenance, the crowd was abnormally low sound of expectation dangling, noted for his commanding presence in the sky, character, and invincible air. Evening was different, perhaps more human. Exposed, he inhaled deeply and lifted the girls and the microphone placed on his mouth. Esteemed guests this evening, I am here before you not during the reign of the Romans, albeit serving as chief of the tribe, a guy who is aware of the progress he has. The audience was first taken aback by the start of this extraordinary modesty. Whisper Reigns persisted at the helm. I have guided the lineage that includes an iron fist, and while trying, thus, I have caused pain to the people who were very dear to me, drove my loved ones to their breaking point, and I really apologize for it. As the camera swept across the spectators, they caught bewilderment and intrigue etched into their features. Apologies from Reigns were unusual. Important turning point, indicating a possible change within him. Will Rhea Ripley demolish Dominik, where Mysterio is located in the arena? Remaining on stage, Rhea Ripley widened her eyes, rooted on a screen showing Reigns' profound remorse. Incredulously, she said, dissatisfied with the presentation, I apologize, she mumbled as she shifted to stand before Dominik. Mysterio, fearfully by her side, Dominik was attempting to. Gathering their bravery, they gazed up at Ripley. Rhea, tonight, what are you going to do? The strategy was narrowed by Ripley's eyes. I intend to, in order to demonstrate to all that Dominik, if you ask me, Mysterio is only a stepping stone along the road to supremacy. I will annihilate this evening. You, Dominik, and nobody else are unable to halt my. As Dominik's face turned pale, he gasped. For some time in Ripley's shadow, and this evening appeared to be the last one for him. Evaluate how much friction there was between, a tempest raging behind the scenes that would soon start fighting in the ring over. Shock the world with Triple H on WWE Raw after SummerSlam 1 makes a triumphant comeback. As the night went on, the audience was electric with interest, and anxiously the lights went out, and the acquainted strangeness of a much-missed Ascent theme started playing. The crowd went wild when CM Punk performed, supposed to be the greatest on the planet created, ascending the ramp during his triumphant return to WWE, whispered about for quite some time, but nobody thought that would happen this evening. Punk took a microphone and smirked as usual, written all over his face, asking, "Did you miss me?" inquired as they soaked up the deafening ovation. They began to yell his name before pivoting. Wow, I've returned, and I intend to make a difference. The sport, no longer sporadic champions, more politics. WWE must now become awesome, anew, with the establishment of a separate group. As he saw from his office, Triple H grinned. In the midst of his planned, and the evening still had plenty of time to go. With the passing of CM Punk's music, another novel subject matter acquired audience members who were just swept away by the revival of Punk was now bewildered. AJ, who is enthusiastic about Finn Balor, steps forward and, coming back on foot, Joe and Samo approach the bring the trio of guys together, lie down next to unseen alliance formed by Punks. The next pump skewed the microphone once more. We are from a new age, and we intend to acquire all 3 titles at once. Subsequent part introduced even additional shocking news. Triple H made his appearance on when Titantron spoke to the WWE. Dear esteemed guests, this evening is transformative evening. We are coming together as one, both the WWE title and Universal finals into a single championship. Unmatched WWE Super Bowl. The audience was delirious. Madness. This choice would change the scene in WWE as the 2 biggest responsibilities and opening doors to and conflicts between. The news that Triple H shared was received with a mixture of surprise and enthusiasm. 3 of Rhea Ripley's cruelty as the night drew near. Reached its peak, the confrontation had arrived. With relation to Dominik and Rhea Ripley, the mystery, the energy in the air was palpable. Audience members tense. Ripley took the stage in her customary manner, self-assurance as Dominik peered, insistent, however, nervous about the game was intense from the first assaults by Ripley were unforgiving, and Dominik found it difficult to maintain. On each attempt he made to climb a fence in response, Ripley offered horrifying accuracy as spectators gazed. Everything that Ripley took apart, Dominik piece by piece. Dominik made it just in time to reach 619, but Ripley casually ignored the call, demonstrating the resilience midair. She managed to seize him, releasing a resounding RIP level. The match ended when the official counted to 3. Was beyond Ripley's control. She triumphed. Authority is plainly visible to everyone. Concluded the evening with Triple H perched on the ramp's crest, taking stock of the mayhem he had descended upon. Responding to CM Punk's comeback, Roman Reigns, creating a new group with the name, unity, and the brutality of Rhea Ripley. Thanks to the win, this was now among the most unforgettable WWE shows unpolished across time. As the WWE Universe watched the credits, found themselves in awe and shock, eagerly anticipating Triple H's upcoming surprises, had planned for them over the next several weeks to arrive